Hello everyone, the eSimpler here, and today we got a hammer tutorial and showing you how to make props animated and how to make them fly. Sadly this is not a feature within, so you need to do all this manually. It won't look much realistic unless you can make this ease in and out, or use even more. But I'm just going to make it simple to make it somewhat interactive. So this is a mini game I am currently creating, and this is the balloon that you pop to get extra things. So I'm going to make a VScript tutorial on how that's possible and how to count it up and respawn props. So the main thing we're going to focus about is the bird here, and I'll show you the example from the thing, and I'll show you how to do it from scratch. So we're going to unpause the game. To allow us to do that, we are going to do CV_pause will allow us to pause the game when we need to. So if you go over here, as you see, the bird somewhat rotated. You can see this trigger if you type developer2. This tells us all the imports or mechanics that happen within the game, so we can see what it's doing and why can I not move. And the minute it takes effect, it will fly like that. And as you see, the sounds are playing, and then it will destroy the entity once it reaches the top bit, and we have a custom VScript command to tell us that it is the end of the path. So let's go into the hammer and see how we can implement this. So we're going to hit new, go here, we're going to type no draw, we're going to make a simple cube, add height to this cube, enter, make hollow. You want the insides of it or the outside of it involved, and as you see we have a space. So now what I want to do is gonna get concrete, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a character, it's necessary. We're going to add 2, and with both of these going to hit the key bracket to make it more smaller, and we're going to make this a counter terraced. So if you spawn, then what would happen is either one will spawn correctly. I'm going to make a light source dynamic. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 more entities. We're going to have logic auto. This will trigger and spawn once you load up things. We're going to have a we're going to have a point sever command, so we can use commands from the console. So let's have those 2 for now, and we're going to go for logic auto. Add on map spawn, we haven't named it, let's name it CMD. There we go here, CMD command, and let's do bot_kick bracket, then bot quota 0 mp warmup, and we can actually check this from here. That is what we need here. Copy, paste it here, and we want it this command here too. This is very important. Now that will trigger the minute that we spawn into the map. Lovely hammer visuals right there. We're going to need a prop static dynamic. View model. Let's have a crow. As you see here, the only prop that will make this display is dynamic, and if you put it to physics or static, it would not display since it's only for dynamic. So what we're going to do is going to enlarge this block. So let's use the invisible. Draw a very small 1x1 cube. This will be our tank train entity. This would need to be right next to the bird to make this work. So the bird's here. To allow us to see this, you just need to toggle this thing here. This will let you see the outline of the object. Comes handy instead of squares. Then we need to use the brackets to minimize it. As you see the circle bit here, this is that's the center of the origin. Then what we will do is we go underneath and minimize it still, like that. Let's make it 1x1. Control T makes it an entity. Tank train. Let's call this bird fly. Let's go to our bird, name it bird, and parent. Let's make this the bird fly. Since you want to use this cube to make this fly. So what we need to do next is to have the path of where we want it to go. So for that, what we would need is a path track, and call this bird point 1. Delete this, copy, paste, paste, paste. So we've got 4 here. When it goes bold, it means that there's more than that, and you can actually use that if you have multiple of the same objects. So now what you do is going to go from number 1, which is our main point, and next stop target 2, and it draws this line, and from 2 to 3, and from 3 to 4, and from 4 to 1. So this creates a complete circuit. So now we've got those 4 points. We want to change the orientation type. We can make it face the path, which I'm gonna try because I'm curious to see what will happen. So this is number 1. So depending on where this is, I'm gonna make it start from here to here. So you want to angle this to the right. We can make it a negative. That goes like that, that goes like that. That's almost close. So what we want to do is go to the train entity, then we're going to go for first stop target and make it B1. Then lots of these, but we should be fine. But now we want to animate it because it would be just a stiff bird going around. So if we go to our bird, then go to model, and let's try fly 1. As you see, it will fly. So this is the one that we need. Save. Well, we could have it in a logic auto if you want to change the animation. What you need to do is the output name, bird, set default animation or set animation, then copy it exactly from that, and that's if you want to change it. But since you want it to be only one animation throughout, we go to here and go to default animation, fly 1, there we go. Then we hit F9, enter, and we haven't actually told it to run, so we're going to use the thing for it. But first we're going to enable the filter, and we're going to filter out the text of for bone, and as you see, this will prevent the bone messages from appearing. Now I'll show you how to fix that after we make this move. So we're going to use int fire bird fly, then we can use the arrow keys to find what we want, but it's start forward or backwards. And as you see, the bird is flying directly onto our path. And it's going the opposite way of what we want. Funny enough, it's looking at the wrong direction. So we can start forward. And as you see, the bird will now look in the correct location. Now if we go here, disable the filter, we can see it's bone 18 and 8. So we go to disconnect. We're going to go here, we're going to go to body group, change it to 8. That's how I prevent the error. Don't know how that works, but it works like that. So now what we want to do is make it run and a delay once we load on. So we're going to have on map spawn, bird fly, start forward. Yep, with a delay of 1 second. All good. Then we want to have the CMD to alert us once this is fired. So we're going to use the echo command, which is used for bat. Then we're going to say starting the bird sequence or whatever. This would let us know once it activates. And for VScript it would be print L. And I'll show you how to make it happen once you shoot it. So for this one, what I've done was from the inputs on hit or take damage, we're going to set the animation to fly. And if you go to outputs, once it loads, okay then, that's nice. On take damage, set animation, then start that. So let's try that for the tutorial one. The bird to stop flying, so we need the bird fly, then we're going to tell it to stop. To go actually. Then we're going to copy paste and change this to CMD and change this to console and make an echo of toggled. Save, debug, and it should be flying. Let's clear the console. Where is it? So I'm gonna slow it down. Not Tom. Host timescale. And change this to 0.5 so it makes it slower so we can get it accurate. As you see, it says toggled up here and here, and the bird has stopped its movement, and when we hit it, it goes back. And that's how you make a prop animated and how to make it fly in a certain path. You can use this for cinematics or to make your level more realistic. So if you want more of these tutorials, I'm happy to make them. And see you guys next time.